International Blast, man. Let's talk. Let's talk. I got a few things I want to talk about today. Let's go back for a minute, right? I mentioned previously in the video, why would we give up our Iroquois Confederacy to join the United States Republic that actually turned on us? Now we become the bastard nation of the planet because we gave up our flag and our nationality. Actually, we didn't give up nothing. Our culture was appropriated by identity thieves. And when you take a look now at our present situation, you begin to see that there was a few changes we made that we shouldn't have never made. At what point do we stand up and say, yo, no more? We are the original Aborigines. We are the Niji people, the copper-colored people of this land. Donald Trump himself is telling it. He's showing in so many ways it's not funny. A lot of people are starting to catch on now that we've been robbed. But Malcolm Ben said it. The thing is now, at what point do we say enough is enough? This is who we are. And we're not going to stand for nobody telling us we're anything else, especially of people who can't even tell who they are, their own self. The one thing I've been questioning for a while that nobody has answered, nobody won't even, and I think it's specifically because people are trying to find that information themselves before they even respond. Because if you pay attention to the Bible, there's a whole nation missing. But people are not acknowledging the fact. Where did these people come from? Who are they? How do I get y'all to understand that the planet was completely melanated? Well, I'm going to say as far as these 7 so-called continents at one point was completely melanated. Where did Caucasian people come from? They are not Europeans. They are not Chinese, Japanese, none of the sort. They are Caucasians. Remember, I'm going to say again, a cultural appropriation happened. Not just in America. It's globally. Who are these people? Then there's a thing that's like, okay, why would you spend money with people who's been constantly trying to keep you down? And then you come to find out that you've been cheated for God knows how many years. I tried to tell people that I know that everything was being produced in Asia. There's no more companies in Italy, France, none of that. They moved everything to Asia. It's all being done in China, Japan, Taiwan, Korea. Everything is being done there. So, when I say everything is bootleg, everything is bootleg. Everything comes from one source. Now, what they put on those tags is one thing, but they're all being stitched and prepared in one place. Asia. Cheap labor. So anything you purchase, the materials might be a little different that they use, but they're all created in the same place. There's no such thing really as a bootleg. The materials may be somewhat different. But the making is all the same from the same place. Understand that now. The materials may be somewhat different, but they're all being produced in the same place. Now, because the materials are slightly cheaper, you can't call it bootleg. But it's still a technicality there because it's all being produced in the same place. Now the question is, when do we as a people invest in ourselves, in our own nations, and start producing for ourselves what we need and want? When do we begin to do business with each other once again? When do we invest in industrial sewing machines, industrial everything to start creating our own for us? Putting our own, because in all reality, it doesn't matter where we go, anywhere on the planet, they're going to follow us because they have the slightest clue about civilization. Every idea they've had, they've come from melanated people. It was all stolen because they wouldn't allow us to patent certain things so many years ago. They stole the patents and claimed it for themselves. They're liars, thieves. And you still persist to want to work with these corrupt people. Why? I don't get it. It's like at some point it seems like it's a point to where you become desensitized to the beating put on you. And you expect it now. You look forward to it now. And they say the insanity is doing the same thing repetitively and expecting a different result when there's not none. Something must change. And what you have to begin to see through is how much they destroyed our history to appropriate our history. They have not created anything in the building of civilization. They how you say, they have not put in any good things toward civilization. Everything they have contributed has been negative. Out of everything we created, all they created was a way to bill everybody for it. We created free energy for the world. The Eiffel Tower is a big antenna. Some people don't understand that, but research it for yourself and find out what it is. I'm going to ask again. When you begin to read any religious text, what's missing? I gave you the answer specifically anyway, but what's missing? What's missing? And that'll let you know what you're dealing with. But you have to begin to open your heart, your mind, and your eyes to the reality that you've been duped. Until you start to believe that you've seriously been lied to, you're going to be in the same predicament. And until we begin to rebuild our own political systems and our own, and restart our, because all it is that they did was utilize our confederacies and our writings to build what you see now. And that rebel flag flying is actually the rebel flag. Our flag is the original flag of this land. And they changed that to make you think something else. Because the colors you see of the Confederate flag is not the flag, not the colors of our original confederacies. The red, white, and blue is ours. Check the history. Peace.